Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott.
Hi, I'm Allie Elliott. Can you hear me now? Okay. It's never easy, is it? All right, let me turn all my volume way back down because I'm deaf. I cannot hear. I cannot hear anything. Okay. Crisis corrected. So all I have to do left to this is add sunflowers. I added the butterflies last week. And then we have her masterpiece all ready for her with all kinds of little Easter eggs tucked in. So I needed flowers for another image. And like I kind of know what sunflowers are, but I guess I don't know the difference between like yellow daisies and sunflowers. So we're going to fix that in Photoshop. That's what it's for. Specifically what Photoshop was made for. So I hope everybody has had a nice weekend. I have a headache and I have Whitney Houston songs stuck in my head from a Peloton ride, and it makes me think of there's something floating. Makes me think of roller skating in my parents' basement, which is it's a good feeling. Okay. So this will probably be a short stream today just because I just took 20 minutes to figure out my microphone. So, and I did speaker application today to hopefully speak at imaging again. It was such an awesome experience this year in Nashville, and it's going to be in Louisville, which is basically right in my backyard next year. So book your tickets now, kids. Meet me in Louisville. There's probably a Meet Me in St. Louis joke in there somewhere, but I don't know if people know that movie. Probably not. So we had, okay, first of all, big news, merit image review for merits for my final PPA degree. I just needed one more merit to get my master artist degree, and I got it, yay! I entered 2 images. I just needed one of them to squeak on in there to be my final master artist merit. So I'm very thrilled that I have the degrees that I want from PPA. There's always more to strive for, but the degree portion, check. I've got, you can't see them, but you can hear them over there. My hardware for all that hard work, and I'm thrilled. So master artist, master photographer, craftsman, CPP, all from PPA, and I'm really excited. So that's a pretty cool distinction. I'm also going to start, I'll just kind of sketch out the way I do my composites. This is going to be a very emotional image. So I don't know how much of that I'm going to do tonight. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just going to open all of these. We won't do a ton of the sunflowers. I just want a little kiss of yellow throughout there. Sunflowers are important to the Breath of the Wild story, I'm told. So, you know, I definitely want to get some in there. And as you can see, I was working in real low light. Here we go. We can use this one, not that one. Let's see here. I like that one. No, not that one. Yes. No. Just kidding. Wait, I like that one better. So, I like a little motion blur. That one will work. That one's better. So, the fact that I met my husband in art school really came in handy today because I had to make for a composite that I was working on. It's going to look like a hospital bed. And legs. And I didn't want to use any of my kids. So I just made legs with blankets and stuff. And the fact that my husband doesn't even question stuff like that I do anymore, I really appreciate. It's good stuff. So I just want to keep different angles here. Boy, my ears hurt. I'm just not feeling very good. And it feels like spring again. And we went to Whole Foods. Our Sunday after church tradition has gotten to be, when I was a little girl, we went to my grandparents' house after church and had like, the women made a big Sunday dinner up until my grandmother died. But I don't cook. I don't cook well. And I try to avoid cooking if at all possible. My husband is an excellent cook, but he doesn't have the same Sunday afternoon memories. Plus we go to church almost an hour out of town. So first things first, I'm going to make this really big and I'm going to run a basic action over it that I created. And then I'm going to turn it into a sunflower. And I'm just going to do it bigger so that I can see. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is going to be pretty small in the frame. So, Friday, and I think maybe Saturday too, but my stuff finished on Friday. Was the ASP, which is American Society of Photographers competition, Images of Distinction, was their judging. And the coolest thing about this was that they do it on printcompetition.com. And so because of the way it's set up there, hey, low bass! Because of the way it's set up there, you have to open like a Zoom room to listen to the judging. So you watch the images on one screen and have a Zoom room open on another screen. And what was cool about it is that you could watch the judge's expression. So you could kind of just get an idea of like impact, which was really neat. I've never seen a competition do that before. I'm just gonna burn into the bottom of this. IEPPV, something Eastern Professional Photographers of Vermont. And look at my Batcave Zoom background. Did that change? Did you feel weird that people could see you, or did you not even think about it? Because I thought that was really neat. That was a really cool element that I've not seen anybody do before, and it enhanced the experience for me. But I spent a good portion of the day paranoid that I was going to accidentally turn on the mic or turn on my camera and say something untoward. I didn't think about it. I've been streaming 6.5 years. Okay, that helps. Inland Empire professional photographers and videographers. Ooh, Empire. That's intense. I'm here for it. But that was pretty cool. So I did, you know, I did okay. It was a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster of emotion. But I got an 88 on one, which I'll take all day long. That was pretty exciting. Especially in ASP, because they're not particularly easy. That's not an easy crew to impress. So I'm here for it. Whoops, I'm grabbing the wrong thing. Oh, spicy jello. Oh yes, I would love to. You'll have to make sure that I know ahead of time though if I'm gonna be on camera so that I don't look like I looked when I was watching judging. Because it's not pretty. It's not what you want to. It affects my judging performance. I'm doing this where I just want to mess with everything. So the dancer with all the motion behind it, she's the one that did the best. Although I did get an Instagram comment from somebody saying that they felt sorry for her because she just was so sad all the time. I was pretty impressed that they could get that from one picture, but okay. That's what we're going with. So I think I'm kind of putting off starting this other composite because I know it's going to be sun glower. That's kind of charming. So I feel like it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. How long ago did you... Tell me what you got again. Did you get a Sony? I expect things... Amazon has kind of ruined me because I expect things to ship. Like, I just expect them to read my mind. I shouldn't even have to order it for it to ship. They should just know. That's exciting. How long ago did you order it? And it's not shipped yet. Oh, Friday. You're just a little impatient. That's okay. I think this might be, I say this every year, but I think this might be the year I get a new camera. We'll see. Economy's making me a little nervous right now, but maybe that'll make for some good sales. Hey, I did get a new mic. It must have been really bad because everybody who's come to my stream is like, I can hear you. I'm very loud though, so you might have to turn down the old volume. Good to see you. Is anniversary related to the amount of money I spent? I feel that. I feel that. You're making me want to buy a new camera. And now we find out if my husband is watching this stream. He'll just manifest. It's not, most of the time I don't even want, because really truly like setting up a new camera, I'm so... A muffin sounds delicious. But you know what? I went for my Sunday donuts at Whole Foods and they were gone. So I'm a little salty about that, to be honest. Not handling it well. You know what? Oops. I moved the wrong thing. Yeah, I like it. I'm here for it. So, so my ASP competition, I got an 88 and an 84 were my high scores for that competition. I'll take it. That's pretty good for ASP because that is a tough comp. And there were some that I wish I hadn't entered, like before I even before they even started judging. There was one that I was like, man, that was a waste. That was a total waste. Yay! Good night. Have a good rest and come back and hear me clearly. So, the next one to close is Portrait Masters, which it's so hit or miss. I don't know. I don't trust myself with Portrait Masters as much as I do some of the others. I might even bring this. There we go. Just peeking out a little bit. And then since this one's on this side, it's going to just go back where I put you. Okay. I'm talking myself. Repticon, how was that? Camera in hand, I assume. Really? That does surprise me. Did you see the meme of the, I forget what it was. There was something in Australia. I think it was a horse maybe eating a snake. There was a meme circulating yesterday. Any snake news brings me back to low base. All right, I'm gonna grab a different flower because we can't have the same flower. So I need flowers for, hey, thank you. So I need flowers for a composite. The sad one that I'm working on, that I'm gonna start working on. Hey, yay, good to have you. And I went to buy them last week not thinking about, because Kroger always has, you know, like the yesterday's flowers section that are like really cheap. And I didn't think about it being the week of Valentine's Day, so I had to wait and get them Friday. Lil Bass knows everybody. He's like the mayor of Twitch. Oh. My husband has a 3-day weekend too. He didn't even know it until like Friday, like 15 minutes before he's done with work. Keep typing sun glower. Oh, cool. Glad to have you here. What kind of composites do you work on? Are you a streamer? Let's go. Let's check it out. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna follow you. I've been here a year, but I'm not very good at it yet. It's a learning curve. Whoops, I forgot this one. Let's see here. Congratulations, 10-week-old baby. Yay, mama. Shout out. I have to do commands or something for the shout out. Congratulations on your baby. What did you have? Do you have a girl or a boy? I have 6 babies of my own, although they're not babies anymore. I still treat them like babies, but... Hey, Ray! Oh, man, that takes me back. That sweet newborn Samuel. Oh, congratulations. Oh, that makes me so... I'm going to cry. That's beautiful. Is he your first? Lil Bass also had a baby. It just hasn't been delivered yet. Oh my gosh. For the first 10th baby. Oh, congratulations. I have done the majority of my work in my career with a baby in the crook of my left arm. And now they're all, my youngest is just turned 7 actually a couple weeks ago. And my oldest is 17. And they have been a huge part of my business. Although I didn't stream. Miss having a day job that allowed me to afford gear. Oh, so glad some work is coming in. Sammy is the reason I haven't done any composites. I feel you. Yes. But now you have a little model that my kids are... So I have 6, and they're all about 2.5 years apart. So 99 out of 100 times, I have a kid willing to model and fit in my composite conceptual ideas. So that's nice. It's convenient. Some of them more willing than others. A meeting with a tourism company. That's cool. Corporate security. Yes. Do you tase people? I think I make the guy that's security at the studio, I think I make him nervous. One time a couple years ago, my dog was staying at my parents' house when we were in Canada, and he ran away, and it was my oldest son's dog. So it was like a major deal, and my dad didn't tell us for a week because he kept thinking the dog would come back. So when he finally told us, we came back and went on like a mad search, and like the dog had been spotted in a couple of areas. So we were like concentrated in those areas, and a guy called the sheriff on me and my 5 children in the car because he was afraid that we were gonna like rob him. Those little hooligans I'm raising. And it just so happened that my sister and her husband knew the guy that called. So we got pulled over by the sheriff. But the dog came back. We live in a different town. So I was worried that he wouldn't. After 2 weeks on the lam, he returned to us like the good little puggle that he is. The fact he survived is a miracle. Oh, messages from the grandmas. Yes, you know, so I teach classes in marketing, and grandmas are the unsung heroes of the photography industry. If you get a grandma on the hook, you're golden. We retire early. The grandmas want the pictures. I post on my personal Facebook page looking for composite models because I want the models to relate to the topic. And I had a grandma a couple weeks ago. I had posted some, and she wanted so badly to make one of those concepts work for her and her grandkids. It was the sweetest thing. I was like, we'll figure it out. We'll get you in there. Relax. She was like I was looking for a grandmother and granddaughter, like ballerinas. And she was like, well, I've never danced before, but I can learn. I was like, okay. I'm game if you're game. This music's kind of spooky. I've had Whitney Houston stuck in my head since this morning. And it was a song that I can remember the cassette tape cover because my sister had it, and it was like all orange. And we used to put it in my sister's boombox and like skate around the basement. Okay, let's see. Well, first of all, where'd the rocks go? There they are. We need to give this little sunflower a shadow. Let's just go all the way up. And then got to you got to work a red carpet event yesterday. Nice. Black tie. That's awesome. Have you heard of David Phelps, Christian singer? No, I've never heard that name. I don't know a lot of names. I'm not good with names. Like, not just for singers and stuff, but in general. Like, we've gone to this church for a year, and the lady that she calls me by name. Oh, I'm so bad at that. I need people to wear name tags. I cannot remember names. And then if I think I might remember it, I don't trust myself enough that was like specifically the name belonging to that person. Best cover of I Have Nothing. Yes. Oh, that whole album Kevin Costner. Yes. I used to, in the back of my grandparents' station wagon, like have headphones on and like sing it. Why didn't they tell me to stop? That had to be annoying. There's 0% chance that was not annoying. And I thought I was like Whitney back there. Oh, I'm gonna save that. Let's check that out. Because you won't. You know what? In 8th grade choral, I got a Whitney Houston solo. Let me just tell you, I'm not a good singer. It's just that nobody else would do it. They knew better. And someday that video is gonna resurface and haunt me. So it's not good. It's not good. No 7th or 8th grader has any business. 52-year-old white guy. Obviously. Oh, yes. Go get your rest, new mama. Thank you for stopping by. Congratulations again. Snuggle that baby. Teenagers, they frown on it. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the follow, too. All right, so I think we're wrapping this puppy up. So, okay, I saved it. Now here we go. I'm gonna flatten it. And now for the first time, I'm gonna save it as, so normally I save it as like, yay for baby snuggles. So Ray, tell us more about this red carpet event. Dang, my ears are screaming. And then I'm gonna start pulling up pictures of the fake hospital bed that I made on our dining room table for pictures. Oh. Well, have a good night. If you missed it, have a good night. Snuggle that baby. Congratulations again. And thank you so much for the follow. Yay. Very quick 2 hours for a fundraiser banquet. Ooh, they have like a step and repeat. Fancy clothes. I love that stuff. I love it. We had an absolute blast at the ASP Gala. And honestly, the ASP Gala is very quickly becoming my favorite part of Imaging USA. Because you can dress, like I wore like a black, like a birdcage veil. You can't do that other places. Somebody had peacock feathers. One of 4 photographers. Oh, so you got to, good night. You got to be, you were like the paparazzi. That's cool. Did they do interviews or anything like that? I love that stuff. That's so fun. And I think it's probably more fun to do people that don't do those all the time. You know, like, ooh, wait, okay, hold on. Stop the presses. I think I might like this. Gosh, I wish my head stopped hurting though. Taking some group shots, a couple of soft boxes. Oh, nice. Gotta get that good light. That was one thing. Like a bunch of photographers, everybody's real picky about the lights. You better get that long lens out if I'm coming on the step and repeat. None of those short lenses. This is not made for close up. Make a little blurry. Take them a little blurry, and I'm even better. I'm not sure that I think I might like it. I think I might like it better. Just take out the... Oh, no, no. You got it. That's when liquefy comes into play. Slimming down. I much prefer to be on the other side of the camera, directing and photographing. Okay, so real quick. Did all those just close? What is going on? Okay, so just a recap here with, let me find my entries for ASP. So I had one that like utterly bombed, but the rest did okay. So this one, Build a Ladder to the Moon. In fact, I'm gonna get my scores open because I don't actually remember. I got to see most of the judging and then I had to go coach soccer and I missed, I could see that they were judging, but I missed a good part of the the talking because you had to have it in a separate window. So this one went through all the judging last year and did not merit. I would have been a double medalist if this had squeaked into merit, and it was a 79 and an 80 is a merit. So that was not frustrating at all. And it also would have been, I would have had my master artist degree last year, but I got it on Thursday. Yay! So I have my master photography degree, my CPP, my craftsman degree, and my master artist degree now. So I'm done with degrees. But this one scored pretty well. This was an 81. So into the green, decent, I'll take it, that kind of score. Nothing groundbreaking, but considering it did not merit last year, I didn't change it at all. I just wanted to throw it into a new panel and see what the verdict was. And it was better. So I'll take it. And you know, you'll have that. There's always a level of subjectivity. This one was one I kind of wish I had pulled out after I entered it. It was a client image that I finished like the day before the deadline. So I just threw it in there because I liked it. It's titled Cherry Blossom and it scored a 78. And you know, there are things I could do. I could flip her back over, give her a little more or a little less negative space. This is a center, an unconventional center composition. So not great. It's passable. They talked about this one forever, which was kind of shocking to me. And one judge that is like particularly grumpy most of the time fought for it, which was incredible. It ended up with an 81, which I was pretty pleased with because it wasn't anything that I planned on entering anywhere else. It was titled Daughter of the King. The complaint was that it needed a second light, that her hair was too dark, camera right. However, the judge, kind of arguing in support, thought that a light, like a hair light over here, would have highlighted her ear and drawn attention away from her face, which I tend to agree with. And they didn't mention this, but if I could get this out, which I think I could, I think this would be a better, stronger image. And then they did say that her shoulder was too bright. I struggled to see that, but I can bring it down a little bit if it's a distraction. So this one might have a little more potential than I initially thought. This one I had big hopes for, and it got an 84, which for the ASP competition is pretty good, because that's the best of the best. That's the elite crowd. So to score an 84 in that is really impressive. When it came up on screen, the first thing I noticed was the gray tones in her skin. So I'm going to fix that before it goes any further. But it was unanimous 84 across the board. So I would say it's a solid 84. I think I can improve on it though, coming up to IPC, which IPC is changing this year. It's going to be different than it was before. How? We don't know. Tuesday at 11 a.m. they're going to make the announcements. So Wednesday when I stream, I will go over those if anybody has any interest in that. I have grown exponentially as an artist from being a part of that competition. This one is reflections of, it's supposed to be reflections of grandmother, or it's supposed to be reflections of Nana, and I entered it as reflections of grandmother, which I don't like as much. That's a little more like Little Red Riding Hood. Isn't what a beer? What's a beer? Oh, IPA? Well, that makes sense. Alcoholic beverage and competition probably go hand in hand. This one did not do well. It was a 78. I was afraid that it really wouldn't translate, and it didn't. And I use that lamp all the time. So maybe I should mix that up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I like the idea, but I agree that it's not translating the way it should. So this was a 78. This one they really hated, and it went through initially as an 81 and then was challenged down to a 77, which is kind of embarrassing. I think a lot of people probably blend IPA and IBC. Root beer and a light beer. Whew, my ears are killing me. So whatever they saw in this, they truly, truly hated. This title was Sea Glass in the Ocean, which I really love the title and I love the image, but it's my daughter, so it's I think there's probably some color gradient issues within her skin. I have a hard time seeing those because I'm colorblind. So if I want to put more of an effort into this one, and it might be, so I tried a new technique, and it was here on stream with the blurring of the fabric, and I think maybe it translated to looking a little out of focus. So, you know, that sucks. Troop of One scored the highest, scored an 88, and I was really pumped on that. That's a huge score for the ASP competition. I'm really happy with that. I feel like this is too bright. It's too eye-catching, so I might address that. The bottom left is kind of, is that for this one or the one before? Bottom left. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. You're probably talking about this one. See, on this monitor that I'm looking at, my calibrated monitor, it does look dark, and then on my viewing monitor, it does not. Oh, the one before. It looks dark here too. Like over here. I can see that, yeah, especially with her arm in there. It's just kind of dark and blue. But this one actually looks dark too. This one I have printed, the 24 by 36s back here are this image. And then look, a client's getting all their new stuff. That's exciting. So maybe some little tweaks here, but I'm excited about where this one's heading. This was the high score of the day, which I'm really happy with. That was it. So I had 2 decent scores. The rest were kind of mediocre at best. But you'll have that. And I don't know why all my windows just closed, but I was going to show other stuff. Because this is going to be a really short stream. So I have another composite, getting tired, composite. It'll have a composition involved in it, but 2 separate words, that I'm really excited about. And I had to order new curtains. So I did. I'm getting very tired. I think I'm gonna have to go. So here's a little sneak preview. Get excited. This is gonna be feet. Anyway, and then I wanted to see how these, because it's very dark today, So I need some dead flowers. I got my dead post Valentine's Day flowers. This is gonna be a very heavy concept. So I'm kind of emotionally preparing for that in the midst of a deadline for my book that is also a little bit depressing. So it's emo week here at Twitch. And if I have black eyeliner and dark hair the next time you come, just don't say anything. Just go with it. Okay, so I don't think I will start on the other one, but I think I will do this one. It's time for her to see her epic. Well, wait, hold on. Always do that. Yeah, it's ready. It's ready. And then I'm gonna save this as a JPEG. What's the game called? Breath of the Wild, Legend. That's the inspiration for this. And she wanted sunflowers and butterflies and a sunrise, sunset, and Wonder Woman and Ellie the elephant, and this angel made from her leg brace thing that was crazy heavy, and standing. And when we started this, she wasn't planning to be standing. She wanted it to be very realistic, and dang if she didn't come in there walking like the boss that she is. So I'm very excited to share this with her tonight. Thank you, Ray. So I'm going to emotionally prepare for the next one. It's called Audacity of the Sun. And it's gonna be a heavy image. And I've got curtains that I needed. I was on a light and airy curtain kick, I guess, when I decorated this house. And now we're going emo. We're going like just a little touch of the Addams Family in there with my decor. So thank you guys for stopping by. It's always such a pleasure. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow night I have a 10:30 p.m. soccer game, which is so dumb. And I'm zero help anyway, but I have to go. So I will stream at my normal time and then take a nap. So all your good vibes would be appreciated. And until then, thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. And if you're off tomorrow, sleep in and do something creative and awesome. And I will do my very best to jump onto some other streams and say hello. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
That's why you're my mommy.